What's up, Virgo? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week ahead starting July 13th, 2026. Virgo, I hope all is well. Any new subscribers to my channel, I appreciate you. Welcome. The decks I am using will be listed in the description box. Of course, you know I don't like to do reversals, so we won't be doing any. All right, just want to cleanse the energies here from Dawn Leo's messages for the week. And we're about to grab all the energies here related to Virgo. Give me all the messages here for Virgo for this upcoming week. Energies for Virgo. All right. Again, if you were with me last week, I mentioned to you guys that I do pre-shuffling before I hit the record, so I don't want nobody to think that I'm not shuffling the cards good enough to cleanse the energies to present your messages, but I am. All right, so the first card of energy for you, Virgo, we're going to start off with the big money card, the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so Nine of Pentacles, and you know the Pentacles represent you, Virgo, right? Could represent a job offer, could be a promotion for someone, bonus money, big bonus money, and pay raises. This is a card that usually comes through in terms of some sort of recognition that might be coming your way. That recognition may be coming straight from your employer through the means of what I just said, a promotion. It could be, pay raises or bonus money. Someone could be offered a job. It's something that you have worked hard on, and now it's time for you to be, recognized for that energy. It could be outside of your employment and something that you worked hard on a personal level. Now it's time for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of your hard work and your labor. I also read this Nine of Pentacles as spending and splurging. So, of course, if you have access to this type of money, Virgo, you are to treat yourself to something nice if you want to, or others to something nice and not feel guilty about it. What else can I say about the Nine of Pentacles? I think I covered everything, okay? Oh, one of the financial independent cards. Okay, so you may already be financially independent, or that's what you're striving for. Following the Nine of Pentacles, now we have the Knight of Wands, okay? So the Knight of Wands is here. And this could be just, like a family member, a friend, romantic partner. Could be a coworker coming in to assist or help you with anything that you need help with this week. They come in very, very fast, but they exit just as fast as they come through. Once the help or work is required, that is done. But also to the presence of the Knight of Wands in the spread could also indicate of a new relationship that may form. So it could be platonic as well as romantic. Things are intensifying, things are building up, becoming more passionate. Following the Knight of Wands here, now we have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords here represents there's a situation that is surrounding you, Virgo, that's coming to an end. A new situation is about to open up. I also read that the Ten of Swords could be for any Virgo or anyone that you may know, planning a future inpatient or outpatient surgical procedure. Yes, it's going to be painful, but as I always say, the Ten of Swords always comes through to offer, recovery as well as relief. Following the Ten of Swords here, now we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups here represents the mother of love, usually representing older, mature females. I did mention when it showed up in Cancer's video or Leo's video that any fish, these creators, do different things in terms of their creations, but when they place fish in any card, I always get that there could be that you hear about someone becoming pregnant, okay, first and foremost. But the Queen of Cups would represent having to pay attention to your intuition. Of course, she's loving, caring, and nurturing. And then also she's in a group of cards where, you may already be receiving that energies from those that are near and dear. She mirrors over here to the Knight of Wands, which is your own energy. So again, that could be a new relationship that is formed. All right. And basically, yes, just trust your intuition. She can form partnerships and bring those energies together, platonic as well as romantic. Following the Queen of Cups here, now we have the Queen of Diamonds. Okay, another big money card. It mirrors over there to the Nine of Pentacles. I apologize for all the burping and stuff. I don't know why I get to recording and then all the all the shit want to start burping and oh my gosh. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles, big money card. This could be the boss in the workplace environment. It could be the creditors. Again, someone being offered a job, someone being promoted, pay raises, bonus money, or it could be just how people see you. Okay, you got plenty of people here in this spread here. So I think the interactions for many of you this week is going to be very, very favorable. So it could be in work, it could be in love, it could be almost anything. But anyway, Queen of Pentacles is here. She's never stingy, never selfish, always willing to help out. You know, someone in need doesn't always have to relate to finances. She's never stingy, never selfish. Okay, so that's the Queen of Pentacles. Or it could be just how people see you as, you know, someone who is always accountable, reliable, always there for them, right? But also too could be regarded as someone who handles money very well. All right, following the Queen of Pentacles here, now we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the focus for some of you may be just on work. Virgo. If I said Leo, I'm not sure if I said Leo or not, but it's Virgo. This is Virgo's reading. I don't know. I just had to stop and think for a minute, Virgo. Okay, I thought I said Leo, but anyway. So yeah, Eight of Pentacles is still, again, big money. Focus for some of you may be on your work and money this week, but again, it could be a pay raise, job offer, or promotion. How about that? All right, following the Eight of Pentacles here for you. Look at this. Seven of Pentacles. Wow. This is almost like Cancer's reading. It was all about money. So again, it could be all about money for you guys as well. Again, working hard for those coins. Again, a pay raise, promotion, job offer, you name it. Saving up for something greater. The Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles are the only two cards that will branch out. The rest of the Pentacles, spread them amongst the rest of the messages here in the form of opportunities for you, Virgo. Doesn't always have to relate to money, but just be on the lookout for things opening up to you in terms of opportunities. Wow. Following the Seven of Pentacles, now we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords would represent a decision or an action that you're about to undergo, whether or not it's related to something from your recent past. You already know what you're going to do. All right. So you're not going to be tripped up by any emotions. All right. So that's the Knight of Swords. Following the Knight of Swords here for you, Virgo, we have the Eight of Cups. For many of you, this is going to be a week of no drama. I always read the Eight of Cups as a no drama type of energy, so it's no different for you. So maybe you've dealt with some drama in the recent past, and whether or not you've come to some sort of resolve, maybe someone has some sort of drama with their mother. It's underneath the Queen of Cups. Maybe it's come to some resolve, or maybe it hasn't. Could be just an older female, not just necessarily a mother. Could be a sibling, older sibling, female sibling. Could be an older aunt. But anyway, no drama, for you this week. Okay, you're just moving forward. The last card I have for you, Virgo, is the Four of Pentacles. All right, so the Four of Pentacles still will represent a small pay raise. You may be holding on securely to something that needs to be released and let go. And then you also could be saving up for something greater. In your shadow energy, oh my gosh, in your shadow, we have the King of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think, oh, look at that. What followed that, or what's behind that, was the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. All right, so the King of Pentacles is here again, like the Queen. Could be the boss in the workplace environment. Could be the creditors. Could be that promotion, pay raise, bonus money. You name it. And again, how people may see you as an individual in terms of your reliability, accountability, unselfishness. Okay, always willing to help out. Okay, I see the roots there, so it's like you're rooted. I do believe somebody's getting a job or somebody's getting a promotion this week. That's just how I sense. And I can also hear compliments, work-related. We'll see how that pans out, okay? All right, so what I decided to do is, since I, use this deck here, this deck has no major arcanas. I just pulled the major arcanas from the deck that I used last week to do your videos, and we're going to draw 3 major arcanas. Now, keep in mind, you have a good spread here, but the major arcanas do play out heavily, but doesn't mean that the other cards will not they may be integrated or have some sort of interplay. So let's always pay attention to the major arcanas in your spread. Again, not reading any reversals. Give me 3 major arcanas for Virgo to focus on this week. 3 major arcanas for Virgo. And the first one for you, Virgo, well, there you go. Another big money card, the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so fortune, good luck is on your side, fate and destiny. So it may be something that occurs or happens for you. Again, look at the money cards here for Virgo, promotions, pay raises, job offers. So maybe something, that wasn't in your favor, before may turn around and become in your favor, or the fate and destiny, you're fated. Something happens that it was fated for you or it was destined for you. This card always involves, oftentimes taking risk. So doesn't necessarily mean gambling all the time. So, any things that you are taking a risk in, just be responsible for your actions. Following the Wheel of Fortune, now we have the major arcana, the Fool. All right, so the Fool represents new beginnings, okay? So if there's something that you are contemplating or have been contemplating, Virgo, take that leap of faith. That's what this Fool means. If you haven't been contemplating anything, there's always some sort of new beginning that's going to open up for you in some area. Okay, some of you may be just wanting to do things a little bit differently, seeking some sort of excitement or adventure. Bring that energy into your life. Following the major arcana, the Fool. Now I'm going to finish off with the major arcana, the Death card. Okay, and always read the Death card, not meaning physical death. It just means that there's some sort of major life transformation that needs to take place. Only you would know that, Virgo. So something needs to end. Something needs to end. Something's going to definitely replace whatever it is that comes to an end. But the most simplest thing that I always assign to the Death card is that you could be just, getting rid of accumulated clutter that's taking up some space somewhere, either at home or it could be in your office. If you work in the office, just getting rid of stuff that's no longer useful. All right, so this is what I have for you this week, Virgo. As always, it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Before you exit, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me, Virgo, and I'll talk to you real soon. Ciao.